In this video, we are going to be interpreting graphs. These graphs show us how busy restaurants are at different times of the day. For each graph, explain what it tells us about the restaurant. So first we're looking at restaurant A. And first I want to identify what my x-axis and my y-axis are telling me. My x-axis is hours after 8 a.m. So for example, the 2 would represent at the time 10 a.m. And the y-axis is number of customers. So looking at this graph, I see that the number of customers is increasing pretty rapidly up until this point, which is at about 3, or 3 hours after 8 a.m. would be 11 a.m. So the number of customers increases rapidly until 11 a.m. Then the graph starts going downward, and so that means that the number of customers is decreasing. So then it's decreasing between 11 a.m. and it looks like this point is about 7.5 hours after 8 a.m., which would be about 3:30. So then it decreases between 11 and 3:30 p.m. And then the graph starts increasing again, but it's not increasing quite as rapidly as it was at the beginning. So people are coming in at a higher rate at the beginning of the day than they are after 3:30. So then it's increasing again between 3:30 and this point, which looks like it's at about 11 and a half, which would be 7:30 p.m. So then it increases again between 3:30 and 7:30. And then it is decreasing again after that. So this part here is again decreasing rapidly, which means that the number of customers is decreasing at a fast rate, or a lot of people are leaving the restaurant in a short period of time. So one thing that we want to pay attention to when we're analyzing graphs is where the graph is increasing and where it is decreasing, and what that's telling us about the situation. So this one is restaurant B. So when we look at restaurant B, we see that the number of customers is highest when the restaurant first opens at 8 a.m. And then it's steadily decreasing throughout the day. So another thing about graphs is that when we have a straight line, that represents a time of a constant increase or decrease. So the rate of people, in this case, leaving the restaurant is consistent. Looking at restaurant C, now this is another straight line, but it's different because it's a horizontal line. And so looking at this horizontal line, I see that it is between 24 and 36. Thinking about the scale, halfway between 24 and 36 would be 30. So this graph is telling me that at all times, there are 30 people in the restaurant. So a horizontal line means that whatever your y-axis represents is not changing. Let me write that down. Horizontal line means the y-axis is not changing. That can be very helpful when it comes to analyzing graphs. And the final graph, restaurant D, we can see that we start with 0 people in the restaurant. At 8 a.m., and then the number of people in the restaurant is gradually increasing at a steady rate throughout the day, because the line is going upward and the number of customers is increasing. So it increases steadily throughout the day.